you know yourself, you lived in Nottingham. There is a big black communities in
Yeah.
Nottingham, and a lot of my friends were Arsenal fans growing up. It was very much yourself and Ian Wright, as I say, Davis and Rocastle. A lot of black people supported Arsenal, and not even just black people. A lot of people in general.
In general, yeah.
Because of the success and the way you played, there was a lot of spirit about Arsenal. So for me, it was always like, I always believe in connections, even in life. Do you connect with people and do you have that feeling about them? I just remember with Arsenal, I always used to really feel a connection. Even when I went in the sports shops and I was looking at the shirts, I always liked the Arsenal shirt and the JVC, and
yes.
I just like the way you guys used to wear it and the swag. I used to see the pictures of you and Wrighty in the long leather jackets, and I just felt a real bond and connection with the club, and I always felt like, that I remember I used to say to my dad, like, that's the team I want to support, man. And nah, you got to support your hometown club. And I just say, all right then. But then when I was at home, I was, Arsenal. And then as soon as I got old enough, and I got the shirt, and I went to a few games, and it was only ever going to be Arsenal for me, and that's the way I believe it's got to be. The team we really got that connection with. So
yeah,
that's how.
No, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, because I'm just watching it thinking like, wow, because I've been to Anfield before.
Yeah.
So the atmosphere at Anfield and how passionate their fans are. So I'm thinking, can you imagine what that must have meant to Arsenal fans, seeing Thomas like, please, man, we're probably not going to get another clear-cut chance any later than you've got to score.
You got to, yeah.
Even the celebration, like the man does like the roly-poly, like the legs are in the air, and like, it's crazy. I mean, this first part is just, this brings nothing but joy and smiles to me, because growing up into this, it was like a dream as a fan, as a fan, seeing that and having that bragging rights, to say, I support Arsenal. Look how good my team is, and I'm a part of this, The style of football was something I hadn't seen before, to be honest, because initially being an Arsenal fan was George Graham. We had a lot of success. But the style of football was a lot different to Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
He sort of, he revolutionised English football and the style and the way he played. So that first 10-year period was just unbelievable. And as I say, the only sort of black cloud over it is it disappoints me we didn't win the Champions League, because when you're that good, you should be winning a Champions League, in my opinion. And we should have won. Even the time when we lost to Chelsea at Highbury and that,
should have beat Chelsea. Should have beat Chelsea.
That year we could have won the tournament as well. So 2 big opportunities at winning it. But in terms of Wenger, the players he brought, the style of football, that first 10 years is something I've never experienced as a fan. I mean, do you know what, Kev? A lot of people say we shouldn't have moved to the Emirates, but I believe we had to move to the Emirates because financial implications were in place. Highbury, as amazing as it was only 39,000. For Arsenal to compete, they needed that match day revenue that they would get from a 60,000 all-seater. I don't think the Emirates is the problem. I think it's what we've done since we've been in the Emirates. Now, Arsene Wenger got us to 2014, which is when we got Mesut Ozil. Every year he sold major players, but he managed to keep us in the top 4. So even up until that point, I still forgive him for that period, because I think his hands were tied to a certain extent. My problem is from 2014 onwards, the stadium was paid off. We broke our transfer record buying Mesut Ozil for 42.5 million. So clearly money was now available. What he did from there till the end of his tenure is what I struggle to deal with him as a manager, and what I think tarnished his time at the club. Because for me, number one, he was failing in my opinion, because there was years where, as you say before, in that first period, he was just dropping gems in the club when it was needed. We need a Vieira, we need a Henry. For years, it was obvious we needed a top striker. Olivier Giroud was decent. We paid £12 million for him. But to me, he was a £12 million striker. He isn't going to win you the title. He'll get you 10 or 15 goals a season. So, we messed up the Higuain deal. We messed up the Luis Suarez deal. We were constantly linked with Benzema. We couldn't even get Jamie Vardy over the line. I mean, when he rejected us, that was a real eye opener for me. Like, I've played against Jamie Vardy, Kevin, in conference when he was at Fleetwood. He should have been jumping at the chance to play for Arsenal. You're going to complete your journey from non-league to the top.
To the Arsenal. Oh my God.
He rejected us to sign a new deal at Leicester. No disrespect. Do you know what I mean? And that was an indication to me that, hang on a minute, we're slipping down the ladder here. So for me, and the fact that Wenger stayed so long, despite the fact we weren't, he claims he loved the club so much. To me, a big part of loving something and someone is recognising, maybe it's time to walk away if you're hurt in the situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like Wenger should have walked a couple of years earlier with his head held high and said, I've done all I can. It's not working now. Give someone else a chance. But he stayed so long that he left us in a bad position, which is now, I still think we're having the after effect of it now. It's one good bit of news. It sounds like Partey, he's interested in coming. Let's hope they can get that over the line. But this Aubameyang situation, for me, needs to be a turning point in the football club. And I really hope they can convince him to sign a new deal, because I think it would send out a big statement if they could get him to commit.
And would you play Aubameyang on the left or through the middle?
Listen, mate.
I know where I'll play him. I'm just wondering.
If George Graham started playing you left wing, you'd be knocking on the door, wouldn't you?
But listen, under George Graham, I did play left, I did play right, but it was part of a system. I knew exactly how George Graham wanted to play, which was 4-4-2. But when we played in Europe, Curtis, we played sometimes 4-3-3 or 3-5-2, but the wide men, which were me and Merce or whatever, we played wide, so I could play on the left or the right. That bit I get. But if you're the main man, striker, you're playing through the middle. He's got to play. I believe he's missing out on probably another 10 goals. Curtis, you've played striker. Don't you think so? He's missing out on another 10 goals.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Kev. It's not like, no disrespect, it's not like Lacazette scoring goals left, right and centre, and Eddie's a young kid. For me, Eddie's not quite ready at the moment. So, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, you're going to burn Aubameyang out, because I watched that Man City game, for example. Aubameyang spent 90 minutes chasing Kyle Walker and Mahrez.
He's playing left back. Yeah, he's playing left back.
He's just turned 31. You want to keep, the mileage in the tank. You can't be burning him out, and he doesn't look happy out there to me.